kind of at least got a little bit of a feeling of what that difference is. So if we can talk about it, what would be the difference for you? What is the difference in sensation? Yeah.
Moving of the axis was very light, and then the push, there was a lot more energy to create the movement.
Okay. For me, the movement of the axis feels like it's on top of the ground.
So that's how you feel light.
And then pushing feels like I'm actually using my body, using my muscles to press the ground away from me, like a preparation for a jump. And then we were giving that energy a direction. So how do we give direction to the energy?
Once we have the energy, how we tell the person, okay, it's this way, that way, that way, that way. Okay, so that's the preparation, good. And
Then after that, what do we do?
which part of the body we use?
Your articulation of the
Articulation of the ankle. So forward articulation, back, and then we have side to side. It's the same kind of sensation that you open your ankles all the way. Then we were talking about what makes directions happen. Was a distinction, for example, in a forward cross or a back cross, where the axis is. So if I'm going into this position, whose axis matters? The followers. Because the leader can be in any relationship to me to create the same thing.
Going to the present.
Yeah.
So either the original that we did, the second one that we did, the third one that we can do, the fourth one that we can do.
Yes?
Whatever you want to do.
So it really doesn't matter. It's not a one-to-one thing. Sometimes we're taught tango like a step, and sometimes people get the impression that like it's a one-to-one relationship. Like the leader does something, and therefore the follower does something. But it's not really the case. The leader can create for the follower any energy, any direction, and he can take the same, opposite, different, less, more. It doesn't really matter.
Like an example of this, when we were here for her preparation, we needed for her to go back and forward. Now, it doesn't matter in which part of my foot I am or how deep the sacada was or not. The important thing is to know that I need to accomplish this with her. So then I have to adjust that. If this parada ends up being this, for saying, I will also have to adjust. I will also have to feel how much for her. If in my parada it was this, I will also have to feel the same thing to accomplish that. So then it doesn't really matter which position we have. They're more comfortable and more efficient positions, but on the end is what we want to accomplish with them. Once that we can accomplish that with them, then we can do whatever we want as leaders. Yeah?
In terms of the best kind of way to connect your body is to really use your standing legs and to have every movement start from there. So whatever we do in terms of the coordination of our bodies, always, always, always starts from the bottom and moves up.
For example, if now we're doing the parada that we're doing by stepping here, so we did this. But now, from here, for her to step over and then do that, if she only moves her free leg, I really don't feel anything on the axis. So what I need is that the standing leg is trying to actually move on that direction. So I start feeling this standing leg. So I start feeling, oh, the axis, you see her axis is moving. Instead of free leg. See? There's no axis, so there is no energy. So when this starts happening, of course, the leaders are trying to do their best to lead you correctly. But if you move only the free leg, and that is not working, they get a little tired, and they're like, okay, never mind.
So this is super interesting. If I am leading her, and I only move my free leg, she doesn't feel anything. There's no feeling here. She can't tell that my free leg is moving. She can only tell my free leg is moving if it's the standing leg that initiates that.
And then it won't matter how you walk. Doing this, bending more, going up. It won't matter. That's your own style with time. There are things more appropriate and less, but on the end it's like you use your standing leg and she gets to move, then you step however you want.
So this is the same thing in communication. If she needs to tell me that she's stepping over my parada, let's say we're here, that she's stepping over my parada and she only moves this leg, I have no idea that she's moving. I have to look down. But if she initiates the movement from her axis, oh, she's going. Great. Oh, I know that she's moving. So that whatever I'm doing, I can feel it in her body. And this is kind of like the basis of our communication that we did in the exercise. The way that she tells me is by really leaving that standing line and making all the preparations. And then we can talk. So let's say, for example, that I'm leading something, and now all of a sudden you want to do an embellishment. How are you going to tell me you're going to do an embellishment?
Usually I try not to let you know I'm doing
But let's say you want to take the time.
dance.
Dance, yes. She's going to dance up. She's going to tell me, this is my time. Don't move. I'm going to do something there. She's going to keep that connection towards me, do her embellishment, whatever it is that she wants to do. And when she's ready, she's going to release that energy to let me know that, okay, now we can start moving together. So this is why it's super important that this channel of communication is not just one way. Because if she knows what the leader does, they speak the same language, then we can really talk to each other.
And
It's a
that can
different
work,
world.
And that can work because also the leaders, like we know, they're paying as much attention as the followers are doing, right? So then if you, for whatever reason, you feel that something got heavier, you're not going to go push through it. You're going to pay attention and see what's going on here. Oh, she wanted to do an embellishment, or she stopped because we're almost about to crash with somebody, or she got stuck on the dress, or her heel, or whatever, right? So that's why if we pay attention and we can communicate, changing our body tone, then anything is possible. Yes?
Now, if we don't have a good connection with somebody, we don't feel them, or we can't find them, or we're running them over, or we're pulling them, what's probably the problem?
Your embrace? That they're too tall and you're too short?
It's most likely the energy and the tone. So maybe that other person is not going to adjust to you. It happens that people they're not aware of this, that they are not really paying attention. They're thinking about their cross, or their embellishment, or whatever it is that they're thinking about, which is not related to your dancing together. So if you want to have a good time with them, try to find them.
You try to adjust to that. You know better. You know, they're thinking of other things. There's nothing you can do.
And then after that danda, you have a choice to dance with them again or not. It's up to you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you guys have any last questions for us before we stop? Oh, and the very last thing, the upper body. Always think that for any rotation, your partner, if you're asking them to turn, they need 2 reference points. This is impossible to control a turn like this. To control a turn, I have to be able to have 2 reference points. Upper body on the floor. So if you look at ochos are really the lower body rotating between the floor and the torso. And it doesn't matter if I'm going forward and back. It's exactly the same mechanic.
Nobody does forward ochos like you.
So that
All
means
of
that
you do
when
this.
you're leading,
All of you do this. You don't do this.
when you're leading, remember that. They don't need this to do the forward ochos. They just need you to move in those diagonals through their axis. And that's what's going to create this. And every rotation. Yeah? Questions?
Could we film just that little sequence with the weight transfer when you do it
Sure.
slowly?
Yeah.
What?
The last one that we did. The last step. Anything else? So we cover it? Yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes I resist the axis shifting my leader's trying to give me because I think it's like trying to connect more. So it's like trying to move me, but I'm not going. So I'm confused about when I should try
Yes.
to take the energy or when I should try to move with.
A lot of the time people do this. So they're combining the shift of the axis with the push. So if that's something that you practice with, you should try to separate it.